My boys have been sleeping on this floor for the last 6 months. We got rid of their bunk bed and we never purchased new beds. So today I'm challenging myself to see if I can completely transform their bedroom for less than $500. This is what our boys' bedroom is currently looking like. It just is in need of a little refresh. I think knowing that I was eventually going to do a makeover on this room, I've just been neglecting it. It's extra unorganized and it hasn't been very functional for the last couple months and it's driving me nuts. So the vibe I'm going for this new design is just like a moody library. I want this space to be a little bit more mature for the boys, something that they can grow into. And my hope is that I can repurpose all of their current decor items. Everything that we have is pretty neutral, so I think I'll be able to tie this into the new design. And I think that's what's going to help keep me on budget. Make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to kind of go through a cost breakdown of everything that I bought for this project and see if I was in fact able to stay under that $500 budget at the end. I'm just working on getting everything completely cleared out from this room so I can do a nice thorough clean and dusting before I start any painting. I'm sure this is my husband's favorite thing about me, that at any given moment I will tear our house apart and do a project all by myself because I'm extremely impatient. Now that I have everything cleared from this space, I just want to give everything a good wipe down and do a quick vacuum before I start any painting. Also, I'm going to save you guys the pain of watching me scrub all these little stickers off the wall. There was maybe some glue stick residue too, I don't know, but it took me a long time and I'm going to save you guys the headache of watching me struggle with that. Now that we have a nice clean canvas to work with, I am getting my husband involved because I am not a mathematical mind at all and I wouldn't even know where to start to map out this picture frame molding wall that I have planned. But lucky for me, he is really good with that kind of stuff and he mapped it out for me because I'm a really visual person. And then this is just us doing a couple coats to see if this is truly the color that we want. Today is painting day and I am letting my kids help me with this project. So when you're looking at the progress, no judgment, I was letting the kids just kind of go ham and they had so much fun with it and everything turned out fine in the end, so it all worked out just fine. Does anybody else find painting so relaxing? I absolutely love it. Sometimes when I'm in a painting project, I think, holy crap, what did I get myself into? And then I find myself just kind of spacing out and I find it kind of therapeutic and relaxing. I'd love to know if anybody else feels this way about painting. Now that we have all the painting done, it's time to assemble these beds. I was really excited because when I initially ordered these from Amazon, it was like a 2-week delivery date and they ended up coming in 2 days and it was perfect timing for where we were at in the project, so it worked out great. I'm letting my boys help me again with this setup. They were having so much fun and loved being involved in this project, especially my son Henry. He was so proud that he was able to use this little Allen wrench. It was adorable. And my son Oliver was all about the small little victories. It was so cute. I'm super impressed with the quality of this bed, especially for the price. I'll make sure I link everything in the description box. On to my favorite part of the project, and that is putting everything back and starting the decorating process. I'm really happy with these wall sconces as well, especially for the price. They're really nice quality and the finish is a really nice antique brass. Alright, now it's time to just add in the finishing touches before we do the reveal. I am so happy with how this project turned out and it has been so fun to do. Here's a little reminder of the state of the room when we started, just so you can appreciate the before and after. And the after. I am so happy with how things turned out. It's exactly how I envisioned in my head, and I could not be happier with the color choice. When I initially did a sample on the wall, I was a little bit fearful that it might be too dark and cave-like, but it's not at all. It's such a rich, creamy green color, and I'm so happy with my choice. And I'm really happy with my decision to color drench this room. I was a little hesitant at first to do the bookshelves just because it's a big commitment, it's a lot of work, but it turned out so great in the end and I am very happy with how things turned out. As far as decor, the pillows are reversible, so I just flipped those. The other side is a baby blue and white. These baskets are just repurposed from another area of my home. The small wicker stand between the beds is just something I had laying around that didn't work in another area of my home. Because I keep their bedding and their rug neutral, I was able to repurpose those for this project as well. I got this rechargeable lamp off Facebook Marketplace for only $20 and the boys absolutely love it. It's perfect. It's great that these wall sconces are battery operated as well, and they each came with a remote. I kept this shelf behind the door just so I could display some of their favorite toys that they reach for. What a fun project. Now it's time to see if I came in within my budget. So I'm gonna go through kind of a project expense breakdown and see where we ended up cost-wise. So I'm just gonna be looking at my notes here. The first thing I needed was 2 gallons of paint and a couple paint supplies. And that cost me $86.96. The next thing I needed was to get the boys each a bed. And I knew that this was gonna eat up a lot of my budget, but I was really impressed. I found some really nice beds off of Amazon and they came in under $80 each. So after tax and everything for that purchase was $163.68. So that was a huge, huge steal. Super excited about those. Then I knew the wall behind me, I wanted to do a statement or accent wall. So I needed some panel molding so I could make the picture molding effect. I went to my local hardware store and I just basically found the cheapest MDF material that I could possibly find that still kind of gave me the overall look that I wanted. And I ended up needing 11 8-foot pieces, and that cost $85.23. So actually not too bad for a statement wall. If I would have done wallpaper or something like that, it would have been comparable or probably more even. I got them a rechargeable lamp to go in between their beds off of Facebook Marketplace for only $20. And it came with a charger and everything, so that was a great deal. And then I knew I wanted 2 wall sconces to go on the accent wall, and I got those from Amazon and they were on a lightning deal. So after tax and everything for both the lights, it was $42.94. So my total project total was $398.91. I came in under $400. I can't believe it. That's why I think setting a budget that's extremely low really encourages you to use what you already have. Shop secondhand. Make sure you're shopping for the best deals, and you'll be surprised at what a big impact you can still make in your space without spending a ton of money. My boys absolutely love the space. They got to help me with the project, so we have lots of memories and lots of laughs, and it was just a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe for more home makeovers, home decor, things like that, and I will see you in the next one.